Hello everyone, I'm Chris Piper, President of Grandstand. Thank you for joining us today for our presentation, Product to Profit, How to Rethink Your Merch. Thank you to all of our customers who've trusted Grandstand over the last 32 years. Since our first brewery customer, Free State Brewing, back in 1989, we've grown up with you. What I've always loved about this industry is the ingenuity, the creativity, and the partnership that not only drives the industry as a whole, but inspires our community at Grandstand to do our best so that you can achieve success. I know the last couple of months have been about survival. It's been a battle around here as well. I am so proud of our staff who've been working to get all the growler bottles to keep your taps flowing. But now as states begin to reopen, it's about how do we get back on our feet, get our businesses going again. Over the next hour, our team will present products and ideas to help plan for your return. We're here to help you create a retail merchandise strategy that's custom to your brand and unique to the needs of your fans. This year's CBC would have been my 20th, and all of us at Grandstand missed the opportunity it provides to see a lot of our old friends face to face. Thank you to the Brewers Association for giving us this platform today, and we hope you enjoy the presentation.
Hi, I'm Jamie. In this segment, we will be talking about glassware and how to utilize it to get your brand in the minds and hands of your customers. We printed our first growler in 1989, and since then, we've partnered with more than 7,000 breweries to not only establish, but grow brand identity. Think about your husband's man cave for a second, maybe even your own kitchen cabinets. Chances are you have at least one glass, if not more, that is branded with the logo of your favorite restaurant, brewery, or sports team. Branded glassware, be it for taproom use, giveaways, special events, or to celebrate the release of a new brew, represents your brand and creates a connection to that brand for your customer. So how can you gain a competitive advantage? How do you make your brand stand out, ultimately creating a better experience for your customer while keeping in mind functionality, durability, space, uniformity, and affordability? Today we'll talk about all the things and how just even a little something extra goes a long way in upping the value of your glassware. Let's start by talking about the glass that started it for all of us, the pint. Now, affordability is most often a driver when choosing glassware. So go back to the staple, the standard mixing glass. But don't be afraid to dress this up. You can add multicolor or full color prints, design wraps, and this is already a different product. Take a look at the Libby can glass. This is perfect for mimicking your beer can labels off of and creating a retail-ready product. If you're wanting to take that workhorse glass up a notch, consider one of these three glasses. We've got the Willie Becker, we have the Nordic, and we have the Maxi Tumbler. Each one of these is affordable, but has a more complex shape than just your standard pint glass. On top of all of that, Grandstand has introduced several glasses to the market based on feedback from our customers. Stackability is the #1 desired attribute for those tap rooms with really limited space. So we worked hard to create the Craftmaster Grand. We've got 3 different sizes available, the 16, the 13, and the taster size. Now that we've talked about those workhorse glasses, give me a second and I'll be back to talk about our specialty glasses. The right glass also adds to the drinking experience. If you're offering a diverse selection of craft beers, it's equally important to have an arsenal of beer glasses ready to bring out the natural character of each brew. Right now, I'll highlight a couple of the brew types and what types of glasses to consider. We'll start with the Belgian. This glass is a tulip shape, perfect for Belgians, hoppy IPAs, strong ales, and barley wines. And for those of you that like to be consistent in your glassware, from your taster to your 16-ounce pour, this glass comes in 4 different sizes: the 5-ounce, the 10-ounce, the 13-ounce, and the 16-ounce. Next, we've got the snifter family. For that family, we've got some really non-traditional options for you: the Tiku, the Restall Harmony Tumbler, and the Lawrence Taster. These are all perfect for strong ales, quads, and triples, but even more so, they lend themselves perfectly for the retail space. For example, we've taken the Harmony Tumbler and turned it into a candle, which is another opportunity to support local. Next, we've got the Hefeweizen, or the wheat beer glasses. Again, Grandstand took the feedback from our customers and we developed another stackable glass in the Reverend, available in both a 16 and a 20-ounce option. The great thing about these glasses is that they are affordable and durable, but provide you a statement glass, something away from your traditional Hefe glass. Lastly, if you brew lagers, those lighter ales, medium alcohol content, and higher carbonation, consider a statement glass that sets itself above the rest in the Pearl Goblet that comes in both a 0.3 and a 0.4 liter option. Not only does it lend itself to a one color, but it's one of very few glasses that we're able to do on full color with a full contact wrap. Now, when you combine your brand identity with a shape tailored specifically to the attributes of the beer styles, you really bring taste to life. And the best thing about each of these glasses is that they are perfect in any retail space. Add a halo, add nucleation and/or packaging. All of these subtle additions will boost the value of your products and transform your everyday glassware into merchandise that helps you extend the story beyond your brewery. Next up, we're going to talk about tasters. How many times have you been asked to pour a sample, or 2 or 3, before a customer commits to a full pour? Don't miss this opportunity to use tasters as a profit center, but also as an opportunity to really engage with your customers. Tell them about your story, why you do what you do. Take, for example, the new beer drinker. These tasters provide an opportunity for you to talk about the brewing process, the different beer styles, until they find one that they fall in love with. Do you have a beer nerd sitting in front of you? Discuss the hop varietals, the unique aspects of your brewery and offerings. What sets you apart from another brewery that they've been to? Now, when selecting your taster, consider the same factors you did when selecting your everyday glassware: affordability, durability, functionality. We've got the Sidewater taster and the can glass taster. Both of these are mainstream options, affordable and durable. Is space still an issue and you need a stackable option? Again, consider the stackable Craftmaster Grand, a 5.75 ounce that's got dual print capabilities. Lastly, if you really want to get beer specific in your tasters, we've got the Belgian, the Lawrence taster, and the Tiku. All of these really highlight the features of the glass, but really set you apart from just doing the mainstream options. Lastly, we're going to talk about to-go carriers, something that you know has sustained so many of us over the last several weeks. To-go carriers make it easier for your customers to carry the fresh beer experience into their own homes. Just like you've seen, we've got the 64-ounce Amber Growler, the 32-ounce Amber Boston Round, and the 2-liter Pala bottle. But if you're looking to really spice things up when you do a beer release or a special label, consider the 750 milliliter champagne bottle. It really adds to the value of what you're trying to convey to your customers with whatever you're packaging in that bottle. Lastly, we've got the stainless option. We've got it in the 64 ounce, but we've got everything really ranging from a 20 ounce to a 32 ounce. These are great, and not only will they be used taking the beer home from your brewery, but in outdoor scenarios, they'll travel with your customer long past when the beer expires. So, today we've talked about how to make the product you choose fit the necessary needs of your tap room, in addition to bringing interest into your retail space. Always remember to ask yourself these questions. How are you making your brand fresh and relevant? How are you adding value to your products and your customer experience? How easy is it for your customer to gift their purchase? And how are you overall increasing your bottom line? Remember to embrace what makes your brand unique and then create a way for your customer to express themselves through your brand.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and for the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to talk to you about apparel and how it pertains to your brand. When people think of Grandstand, they think of glassware only, but we actually started in apparel over 32 years ago. So we're not only the experts in glassware, but we're also the experts in apparel. Not only do we screen print in-house, but we offer embroidery and sublimation. Apparel is a great way to get your name out there and have your fans show support. Not to mention a great way to grow in-store sales. First, you want to consider what you're trying to achieve with your print and the feel and look of the print on the fabric. Grandstands offers 3 print methods. The first being plastisol. Plastisol is the most common type of printing. It provides the most vivid colors and sits on top of the fabric. If you want to do a softer hand, You do plastisol without a base. The next is soft hand. This is a newer, innovative type of screen printing. It actually soaks into the fabric so you can barely feel it. It will feel just like the shirt. It needs 100% cotton or cotton-heavy products to achieve this print. Lastly, Chino inks. Chino is very similar to plastisol. It gives you those vivid colors, but with a nice vintage look and feel. Add a base, and those colors become even more bright. Also, in picking apparel, you want it to be apparel you love and you want to wear every day, because the more your customers wear their new swag, the more your name gets out there. The more least expensive item is not necessarily the best choice, because it's hardly ever going to get worn, and it's going to end up washing the car or the dog. So you want it to be the top of the stack. You want it to be one of their favorite things to wear. Not only because it has a cool design with their favorite brand, but because of how it feels. Money spent becomes pennies per impression. At minimum, every brewery should have a few staples: a basic t-shirt and a great sweatshirt. These items will sell all year round. And now I want to show you a few of our favorite basic unisex tees. First is the Hanes Basic 100% Cotton Tee. It's a great classic t-shirt from a timeless brand that everyone trusts. A great tee to use that plastisol print on. As you can see, the plastisol really shows the vivid colors. This is the Bella 100% Cotton Tee. It has a softer hand feel. This is perfect for that soft hand printing. Feels just like the shirt. This is the Alternative Apparel 50/50 tee. It has a nice loose knit that makes it even softer. My husband has one of these in every single color. This will be great for that vintage chino print because it really matches the type of shirt. Lastly, Tri-Blends. I love this one from Threadfast Apparel because it's so soft and prints effortlessly and has a great price point. Next, a sweatshirt. You can either do a hood, zip, or a crew neck. It really comes down to your personal preference. First, we have the Bella Sponge. It comes in a zip or a hood and is incredibly soft and has become a staple in breweries across America. Next, my personal favorite fleece, the Alternative Apparel Eco Fleece Champ. This is the softest fleece you will ever feel. The next obvious addition to your apparel line is a quality ladies' tee. Studies show that while a man may purchase one item, a woman will purchase 3 items. I can personally attest to this. Make sure you have a great fitting ladies' tee. We care most about the quality. First being that Alternative 50/50 tee. This is the ladies' version of the first one I showed you. It fits great and is super soft. Next is a ladies' classic V from Threadfast Apparel. Again, it has a great fit. There's no guessing for sizes. If you're a medium in your favorite brand, you're a medium with this brand. And it's a 60/40, so super soft, but it can print really well. Next, my favorite tee, the Alternative Apparel Slinky V. It comes in a crew neck and a V-neck, and is the silkiest t-shirt you will ever feel, and has a nice relaxed fit. Next, let's talk about trends and seasonal items. This gives your repeat customers something new to buy every time they come in, while tourists may gravitate towards your branded staples. Another thing to consider is your logo. You might want to do a fun seasonal spin-off of your logo, a classic logo with holiday colors, or events, beer release you want to promote. Mix up your designs. It gives your customer a new reason to make a purchase. If this seems overwhelming, don't worry. This is something our in-house creative team, 88 Design Group, can help you with. When planning for seasonal or holiday items, you'll want to plan a few months in advance. This gives you time to choose apparel and to plan a new design if you choose so. Right now is a great time to start planning your summer merch. I'm going to show you a few trends to consider, and hopefully this will start to get your creative juices flowing. The first trend I want to talk to you about is pigment dye apparel. It was first found in resorts and colleges and is now everywhere. It's beautiful on-trend muted colors and is great all year round. Comfort Wash is the softest pigment dye brand made of 100% USA grown cotton. You can either do a crew neck, a long sleeve t-shirt with and without a pocket, or you can do a crew neck sweatshirt or a hood sweatshirt. And since it's 100% cotton facing, you can even do that soft hand printing. The next trend I want to talk to you about is tie-dye. It's currently trending everywhere at retail. To figure out what's trending, look at what your favorite brands are doing, or look at your newsfeed and what's popping up more. I want to show you a few different types of tie-dye you can do. You can do tonal tie-dye for a more subtle look, or you can do full spectrum for bold color. It's great for events and summer. I wanted to get you a couple different tie-dyes from this brand because they have beautiful colors, and I love this 4th of July one, considering that's something you should start planning for soon. Lastly, some hoodie options as well. Now let's look at some trends that are specifically for summer. First, a t-shirt weight zip. T-shirt weight zips have honestly become a staple in many breweries. This is my favorite one from Threadfast because it has a great hand feel with it being a tri-blend, but it has a YKK resin zipper instead of a heavy metal zipper, so it won't pucker or bunch, and it lays nice and flat. This is a great t-shirt weight hood, again with that 50/50 super vintage fabric from Alternative Apparel. It feels so soft and perfect to going to the beach or the pool. You'll also want to consider tank options, whether this is something you add to your line all year round, depending on where you are in the country. You could go with a unisex option. This next level one has a great hand feel. Or you can do a ladies option as well, or only a ladies option. This alternative backstage tank is super soft, has that vintage fabric, and fits perfectly. It's not too tight and not too loose. This is my favorite fabric again, that slinky, silky fabric. Muscle tees are also trending right now. And these come in really beautiful colors. As well as this Bella canvas tank. It has some nice ruching on the back to give it that extra retail detail. This new fabrication from Alternative Apparel is the washed, lightweight French terry. It's that perfect transitional of fabric, either from winter to summer, summer to fall, and it comes in a crew and a hood. Baseball teams are another fun trend you can incorporate into your line. You can either do a soft tri-blend like this Threadfast piece, or you can do 100% cotton like this Champion. And Champion is also, they have that brand recognition. So it's like co-branding with your favorite brand. These slap shots from Alternative are another fun way to add color to your line and maybe even hint at your favorite sports team. It comes in beautiful colors. When planning an event, seasonal merch, or a beer release, reach out to us. We would love to help you get creative. Remember, we are here to be a partner to you, an extension of your brand. Let's touch a little bit on sustainability. It's a creative way to sell soft apparel with a statement for our planet. As we start heading outdoors, I believe the consumer is going to be more eco-conscious than ever. Sustainability used to come with an extra price tag, but these brands have realized that if you're going to change buying habits, you have to make sustainability affordable. Brands are becoming more sustainable than ever. Brands like Alternative Apparel and Threadfast are using recycled poly. This helps keep our oceans clean and parks clean while lowering the CO2 emissions. Back to one of my favorite pieces, the Alternative Apparel Eco Champ. This has been using recycled poly before it was trendy, but now items like their 50/50 Keeper Tee will also have recycled poly in it. By 2021, Alternative will be no longer using virgin poly. Threadfast Apparel is a new brand to this industry. Not only do they use recycled poly, they use BCI sustainable cotton and 90% less chemicals when they're dyeing their heathers. This ultimate tee has been doing all of these amazing things since the beginning of production. But now, the tri-blend tee will also be using recycled poly. 70 to 80% of their product by the end of this year is going to be completely sustainable. Now, if you can give me a few seconds, I'm gonna get some caps to talk to you about. When it comes to caps, it's really about your style preference. You can do a classic dad cap, a trucker cap, a fitted cap, or we can even do brands like New Era. Or if you want, we can go the completely custom route. We will walk you through a 4-step process of picking your style, your colors, your decoration method, and your decoration locations. With our custom hat and beanie programs, you can create a product that will set you apart from the rest. Something else we offer is making your product retail ready. This could mean rolling and banding your t-shirts, bagging and tagging them, or removing the neck label and rebranding with your logo as a pad print. This really changes how your customer engages with your product while saving you time and money operationally. There are not many things we can't do, so please reach out. We would be happy to assist you in all your apparel needs.
Hi, my name's Maria Evers, and I'm a procurement specialist at Grandstand, specifically for promotional items. So the first question is, why choose Grandstand for promo or swag? The main thing is partnerships for me, because we work really hard to maintain mutually beneficial customer and vendor relationships to maximize profits, and I really think there's no better way to do this. We all have common goals. We want to continue to support our families, our communities, our employees, and our customers. We offer competitive pricing on quality items, and I love what I do, and I will make your brand my baby too, because it takes a village. We offer, traditional swag, which is basically low price, maximum impression products. We have recommendations for every budget and literally thousands of products that customers love and that Maria loves. Today we're going to focus on timeless staples as well as unique and trendy. Items that make impressions can and will become collectible. You can take my Silly Pint collection, for instance. I've made a point to own every tie-dye color, every custom glow color, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Our swag is perfect for getting the brand into the customer environment with low-cost items for all and high-end collectibles for die-hard fans. First on the agenda are Coolies, which is the can's best friend. We've got a ton of options, including fully custom, seltzer sizes, 25.4 ounce for our Minnesota friends, and let's not forget we offer glow inks, pocket Coolies with pockets and bling. Our best-selling full-color version is the JIT01FC for standard 12-ounce cans. It's the collapsible Coolie you know and love. And my team's worked really hard to negotiate more affordable pricing on these products so that you've got something quality that generates profit for you. We also carry Shakuli, which is designed for double relaxation after a hard day's work. The launch pad holds the Coolie securely in place so as to avoid runoff getting into your beer. Am I right? All right. This item ships in retail-ready packaging, so you can start selling upon arrival. We've got low minimums to test the demand with your customers, too. So if you're not sure you're going to sell them, you don't really have to make a huge investment. Next in the hard foam Coolie vein is our awesome Super Coldie with Party Starter Shotgun Coolie, because you all want this party started quickly, right? It's made for 12-ounce cans. It has major novelty appeal with low minimums and a functional patented design. This impulse buy will pay off. For a higher end appeal, we've got our woolly crawler sweaters and can sweaters. You can kind of see we've got different sizes, and then we've also got the awesome retail packaging, so you can just buy it, hang it up, and sell it. Last but certainly not least is our slap wrap Coolie. Yeah. And this one is just super fun, nostalgic. It's literally a slap bracelet that you can put on your beer, and customers love to buy pieces of their childhoods. The good feels, I think, in this outweigh the price point, and you can store it nice and flat and for multiple retail display options. Next, I wanted to hit on some items that I really love personally. Silly shots. And by the way, Josh is my buddy here, handing me all this cool stuffs. But these are the newest addition to the Grandstand website. They come in all the same colors as our 16-ounce Silly Pints, and they're perfect for gift sets. The other thing I wanted to point out is they are perfect, and they fit nice and snug in our retail packaging. You can't break it. So right here, I've got a 2-pint, 2-shot gift set that you can, your fans can buy for their fans and whatnot. Next on the list would be glow-in-the-dark Tackers. This is our newest little deco method for our Tackers. It's pretty much white when it's not glowing, but it responds to black light and even high-energy visible light. So if you think about the blue LEDs that are all out and about when you're in, dimly lit areas, it's definitely going to pick some of that up. Other options that create value, I think, are our transparent CMYK process, which kind of creates the faux gold on this tacker. We also offer crackle inks, rolled tackers, embossing. We can do so much cool stuff. Next, it's time for the baggage, the good baggage, not the bad baggage. This is our double Boston Coolie, which we recently found out works great for crawlers. So this is a multi-purpose awesome thing. It's the hottest new item that was also an old item. We've also got our grocery bags. So, you know, these are great for your customers coming to pick stuff up. They can carry it out in your branded bag and they can reuse it. And then we've got our 1, 2, and 6 bottle bags. This one's nice because the partitions move to the side and you can use it as a normal tote. We only order 100 GSM or higher because we don't want your bag to break and you lose your beer, you know, because we got to support local beer, right? All right, next would be our clear tote bags. These are designed for stadium use. They're 12 by 12 by 6, which means they're stadium friendly. And if your local venue is super cool and allows it, we also offer clear fanny packs. The next item, I think, is a must. If you are a doggy person, this is our Pride Bites Plush Can Toy, because word on the street is millennials like to buy stuff for their doggies. But the coolest thing about this is you can just slap your can art on it and go. And one of my favorite things about our customers are their can art. That's one of my top 5s. Let's see. Next, we've got our super awesome US made, sorry about that, wrong way, leash and collar set. These are nice because the collar's adjustable, the print's really vivid, and it's super durable. We've also got our new stainless steel pet bowls. They come in a variety of bright colors. We've got multiple decoration methods. We also use food safe inks to keep the doggies safe. And then we've got great minimums and price points, so it's definitely gonna be a retail win. You'll make money off these. Whoa. We also offer custom bandanas. This is our standard one that's on our website. We also offer pet branded bandanas. And then, last but not least, the Silly Pint Glow Dog Bowl. It is a bowl. You can also unfold it, load it with ice, and put your beer in it. And we've also discovered that it's a hat. Yes. It's true. Truth. Next, we've got our kind of outdoor section. This is our Kanga Casemate cooler. Basically, we discovered these, or I discovered these actually for myself watching Shark Tank on maternity leave, but these are so cool, and these honestly could not have been designed by a better bunch of guys. There's no need for ice due to the chill lock system. You basically unzip it, put in your chill lock pack, you put the case in the Casemate, and you're good to go. Next, we've got our backpack coolers. We offer brand name co-brands as well as thoughtfully sourced quality items for any budget or need. This is one of my faves. They will hold a lot of beer, they're super durable, and they will keep your beer cold. And then we've also got one of our classics. This is our Coleman 54 quart steel belted cooler. This is a higher price point item with low minimums, so it's perfect for a point of sale display or contest giveaways. You know, and then of course it's a summer staple. This is made in the US. It's got 4 days of ice retention, so the value speaks for itself. And we've got multiple imprint options and decoration methods. I don't even know where to put this now. All right. Next, we've got our bike saddle bags. These are pretty awesome. You store all your non-beer bike gear here. The reflector adds a safety aspect. You've got a full color logo with a polydome covering. Pretty handy. And then we've also got our frog lamps. So just to kind of add some safety, couple different flashing modes. They're pretty cool. The bug eyes lights are for, you can do a headlight version, tail light version. You just slap them on your bike and you're good to go. And then next we're gonna hit on some gameage because beer and games equal fun. This is our giant tumble tower, which is awesome. So these you can sell, you can offer as a retail giveaway, you can keep a few on site to keep your customers coming back, and then you can basically do 2 sets of logos. There's 54 blocks total, 27 of which can take an alternate logo, so they're good for co-brands or if you want to promote a specific beer. The case can also be logoed for an additional cost, and this actually makes a perfect companion for one of the newer items on our website, the giant domino set. Next, as far as games go, we've got our playing cards, which I absolutely love. This is kind of my baby, so it's a little worn. But you've got your custom box, custom backs, and there is a custom face for every single one of these beers, and the artwork is amazing. So I highly recommend this. It makes a huge impression. It's got a good price point, and some of my best childhood memories are playing card games with my family. Next, we've got our custom cornhole board. It's also doubles as a photo prop. You can be the envy of every parking lot. It's a perfect game for tailgating. It's got low minimums, high value, tons of decoration options, and then you can do any vibe and feel. You can do classic stained wood. You can do full color prints. The options are endless. You can also decorate the bags. Next, we've got our full color digital grand trunk hammock. I don't even know if I want to get this out for you guys, but it's awesome. The cool thing is they come in these branded bags, so they're retail ready. And as you can see, you've got your awesome full color artwork. And then you've got your carabiners and your parachute cord. So best feature on this whole thing is the fact that it's a hammock. Just gonna throw that out there. Let's see, next we've got our Nalgene bottles, which are one of my favorites. They're made in the US, they're BPA free, they're durable, leak-proof, dishwasher safe. They're highly customizable. Even the gradation marks that customers usually have on the back, they're gonna actually match that to your artwork, so you're not gonna have any gross eyesores. And then the glow version, which I don't have right now, is my personal favorite, excuse me, for obvious reasons. And next we're gonna move to on or near the water. This segment is basically gonna start with our Bev to Go Travel Tumbler. It's great for use where glass isn't allowed. Grandstand negotiated price makes these affordable at all price tiers, and it's perfect for the new to-go beverage trend. We'll even help you match your logo to the lid colors if you want. Next, we've got our dry bags. Basically, they protect all of your hydrophobic gear. If the bag flies off the jet ski, no problems. Your kids dump water on you, you have fewer problems. It's amazing. They're affordable and they're super functional. And then the vivid decoration capabilities that we have make these an eye-catching summer retail must. Next is one of my favorites. It's an oldie but a goodie. Our bottle opener Malibu sunglasses. Not only do they work, but they come in vivid colors. And we've got great prices on these, and they're perfect for retail. They're perfect for giveaways. You really have a ton of options. It's a great way to give a summer staple a craft beer theme too. All right, next in the lineup are beach towels. This is one of my favorites that I sourced because finding the right beach towel took forever. This line comes in multiple sizes. The front is a nice soft velour, so it's got a really highly saturated soft print. The colors are super vivid, but I don't know if you've ever tried to dry off with a velour towel. It sucks. If you flip it over, this is 100% cotton, so it will actually get you dry. It will show off your brand, and your customers will love it. These also have an amazing price point, so it's a must for your retail space. You could mark it up and get what you want to get out of it, and you will sell them. Next is another one of my favorites. This is kind of our at-home section. This is our micro mink Sherpa blanket. So it's got micro mink on the front. It's got Sherpa on the back. It's got the print is saturated in here. You can't even lift the nap and see any white space, so it's perfect. And we've actually got these priced extremely well so that you have, you can sell them for what blankets should sell for and make money off of them. Probably was a better way to say that, but you know what I'm saying. All right, next we have got our sublimated adult onesie footy pajamas, because that's awesome. This version comes with a hood, and it's got more of the open sleeves, but you can also forego the hood. You can do kind of the old school thermal banding, where you've got Pantone matched, little leg cuffs and arm cuffs. So these are super fun for the winter. And again, we've got these priced to where, you could sell them at a normal price that people would buy onesie pajamas for. Last thing I wanted to just talk about, because it's right here, our scrunchies. This is something that I absolutely had to have on our website. They're making a huge comeback. People love them. You can wear them as many as you want all the way up your arm. And we've got a good price point. And again, you can see we've got a nice, detailed full color print. All right. So that kind of wraps up my presentation for Grandstand. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And I really appreciate your time.
Hi, I'm Josh Christie, Director of 88 Design Group. We are the in-house creative agency for Grandstand. You may ask yourself, why does Grandstand need an in-house creative agency? From day one, back in 1988, customers have come to us for their glassware, apparel, and promotional items. But it's always been a conversation about the product itself. It was never a conversation about creative execution and merchandising. More times than not, it was just about putting a logo on a product. Fast forward to today. Certain glassware has become a collector item. We've got crazy stories that come in all the time from our customers about their customers who are paying someone to stand in line for them to get the latest glass from the latest beer release. At CBC a few years ago, one of our glasses was stolen from our booth and it ended up on eBay that night for $99. Apparel today is all about brewing leisure and fashion. We've all been to sporting events where we've seen that grown man push over a kid to catch a t-shirt. The shirt probably doesn't even fit the guy. It's also about what's the coolest swag we can hand out at the next festival. When you put a stack of stickers out at a festival, they're always gone in an hour. When you hand out merch like t-shirts and a hat, get out of the way because there's always a stampede. What do all of these things have in common? Brand. People want to be associated with your brand, and you want your brand to look consistent across every format. This is where 88 Design Group can help. Whether you have an idea that you need help bringing the visual identity to life, or you have a logo, but you need guidance on how to break that apart and scale it across an entire merch line, or you just want a cool t-shirt design or a can design for your latest beer release, we can help. For this part of the presentation, we're not going to start talking about specific products, design theory, color studies. We want you to think about more about the considerations that go into planning out your entire merch line. More specifically, how should you look at merchandising with respect to your brand in the tap room? So what is brand? Brand is every touch point that your customer will have with your brewery or product. I tell clients all the time to think about their tap rooms as a physical representation of their website. What kind of journey do you want to create? From a marketing standpoint, you have an audience that has willingly decided to engage with your brand for over an hour. Compare that to any other marketing platform. Time on a web page, maybe a minute. Banner ads, seconds, even if they click on it. Your customers are hit with over 10,000 brand impressions each day. Radio, TV, billboards, social media, retail packaging. A lot of it just becomes noise. But for you, you have a captive audience for an extended amount of time. All right, so let's get into the considerations when thinking about your brand. These are essentially building blocks that all sum together to create the overall brand experience. Number one, define your brand meaning. By far the most important step. It's also the hardest. This is why most organizations don't take the time to do this, and it sets the entire process up for failure. This is where you define your core values, your vision, your mission, your brand promise. You define who you want to be, where you want to be, and how you would like to be perceived. If you don't take the time, you'll spin your wheels in the creative process trying to find meaning. It's costly and it extends your timelines. Number 2, develop your brand identity. This is where we all get to have some fun. This is why a lot of companies and organizations, they skip over step 1 and go right into step 2. They want to start designing the tangible logo. As you get into the design, this is the visual story that you want to tell. Pull from your history, pull from your environment, develop your theme. Is there an opportunity to create an entire brand family from your main identity? So what we'll talk about throughout this presentation is the Brewing Outfitters brand that we developed, which is the retail space you see behind us. We started with a primary identity, and we had the bear, we've got him drinking out of the growler, and from there we developed the brewing excursions, the brewing expeditions, and the brewing adventures line. This entire retail space was built on the idea of an outdoor, mountain-based outfitter specializing in craft beer. So when developing your primary identity, remember, simple, unique, and memorable. How can my brand scale across several products in my retail line? This leads us into the style guide consideration. This is a crucial resource for you to develop and continuously refine. The style guide is your brand roadmap to keep you in check and a translator for your vendors in advertising, your creative firms, your printers, all to ensure that your brand stays consistent. What's your typography? What's your color palette? Your system of iconography? Your logo usage? We've all seen it. You've got the person that takes a Word doc and they embed your logo. It starts as a circle, ends as an oval. They're using times, they're using Comic Sans. Basically, they've completely destroyed your brand. However your brand is being communicated to your customer, you want to make sure that you are giving instructions to ensure that this is done consistently. Number 4, product execution. You've developed your meaning, your logo, your style, your family of icons, but how does this apply across your entire retail presence? Everyone needs that flagship shirt. This is the tri-blend, one color, full front, primary logo. You're going on vacation to this state, you're visiting this brewery, and you need the t-shirt. I have 50 of them hanging in my closet. It's great for the one-time purchase, but how do you keep the regulars inspired? How do you turn that one-time traveling purchase into a multi-product shopping experience? This is where the effort that you've put into developing your style guide comes in. The design elements from your style guide are built into your brand identity, and it represents your meaning. You're creating a meaningful execution of your brand. Number 5, product presentation and packaging. You heard it earlier in the presentation, packaging creates a higher perceived value for the product that you're selling and your brand in general. Not just your product in a box or a bag, that's all a part of it, but your tap room is the package. The interaction between the customer and your staff. Is everyone on your team wearing the latest retail gear? Is it easy for customers to understand where they can get their very own merchandise? How is your retail area set up? Is it easy for your customers to interact with a product? Is it organized by brand, by product type, by style, to wear, to drink out of? But most importantly, it's all about consistency. Number 6, product promotion. This isn't a marketing exercise on channel management and email frequency or rewards programs. The product promotion is meant to be the flag where you take this into consideration. Why? Why should someone care about your brand? What need does your product fulfill in their lives? I get it. This is deep, but the need to belong and be affiliated is real. I gotta have that shirt from my team. I gotta have the hat from my favorite brewery. Remember, you stare at your brand all day. You can get brand fatigue. You gotta step away, you gotta keep it fresh. But your customers want to hear from you. They want what's new. How are you gonna let them know about it? Keep them coming back. Get them posting it on their own social media. Number 7, brand experience. It's hard to talk about 6 and 7 separately because product promotion is part of the brand experience, and you can't really have brand experience without product promotion. Brand experience is about steps 1 through 6 working together and delivering your brand promise. Whether someone is in your tap room, they're off-premise, they're at an event, are you delivering the same experience? Your brand is the product of steps 1 through 6. Like a broken record, consistency, consistency, consistency. Obviously, today was very high level. All of our customer interactions are much more intimate. We'll get to know your brand, what unique characteristics need to be called out, what goals do you have, and what do you want to achieve. We've been doing this a long time. We love it. We have a genuine passion for our customers and the industry. At the end of the day, there's a lot that goes into developing your brand. We touched on just a few of the considerations that are specific to retail merch. We're always here to help. We work with customers of all sizes and phases in their brand development. You can visit egrandstand.com/CBC2020 to see all of the products featured today, or to download our 2020 product lookbook, or hit us up at 88 Design Group at 88designgroup.com to talk to someone. Guys, thank you so much for coming out today. We appreciate it. We look forward to hearing from you.